Check it, 1, 2, check it, Chico checks.
Chico checks. I love Chico checks.
My favorite.
My new cereal.
Chico checks.
Wow.
This episode sponsored by Chico Checks.
Yay. Hello and welcome to MourningStarStudios for the Central Nerdous System podcast, your podcast for everything nerdy.
Sponsored by Chico Checks.
Yeah, let's meet our panel of discussers today. I'm John. Me. Oh, yeah. We have Tyler Benoit.
Hi, guys!
Wow. What a man.
Classic.
We have John ZD Zamilio. We'll be referring to him as ZD.
Hello.
And we have Tyler Colessa. We'll be referring to him as Chico.
Hey.
Aww. Aww. Look, you made him cry.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Before we get started, I just want to let everyone know that all the topics we discuss here today will be in the description below in a helpful table of contents. So maybe you don't want to hear about our first topic and you want to hear about something later, you can jump to that and check that out. We also have links.
You could definitely check this out. You can check this out all you want.
Oh man.
It's not that kind of podcast. Go to different sites for that. But, yeah, Tyler, you're going to have a new one, Tyler After Dark. Oh, man, that's going to be sultry. Also, all of the topics we discussed today will have links down below, just so you can fact-check to make sure we're not just pulling this stuff out of our asses.
Did anyone notice ZD just pull up a comb mustache?
Pull that back up.
I mustache you a question.
The fact that he engineered that in the time we set up.
I know. Wait, ZD, can you say that joke again?
I mustache you a question.
Yay!
This is gonna be great. We have comb mustaches and a soundboard.
Yep.
So,
what could go wrong?
Let's get
Best
started,
podcast
yo.
ever.
We got some stuff to talk about, and we've wasted enough time.
Well, yeah, we already wasted like 5 minutes.
Kombat 10 is coming out. It's dropping. They just released a pimpin' trailer with music from my main man Wiz Khalifa. It's getting Wizzy with a chance of Khalif.
Yo, when that game comes out, the sales are gonna be so high.
Comes with free cheese whiz.
Like over 9,000.
like
over 9,000, I bet. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be over 9,000.
Are you sure?
No.
I mean, I could be.
He
But-
even has that.
Whoa, did anybody? Okay, never mind. My camera on my computer just like split into 4.
You become a mesh of pixels.
Oh,
wait,
no.
All right,
you're good now.
You're
good
You're
now.
good.
I'm sorry.
So,
My internet
Mortal
is
Mortal
poopy.
Kombat 10, yos. Who's excited? Who's amped?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm a so-so on it.
I mean, I haven't played much Mortal Kombat.
I can tell you, Mortal Kombat, it doesn't matter when you play. It's so much fun. It doesn't matter. You you just beat the crap out of people in aggressive manners. Okay, come on now. I mean,
Yeah.
I just never played
They were
much
ripping
of
people's
it.
spines
Same.
out.
yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
fatalities are gross and great, and it's just bloody and beautiful.
Speaking of the
Yeah.
fatalities, do you think they'll have any new ones? I mean, I don't know if they announced anything. If they did, I'll put it down in the description. But do you think there'll be any new fatalities?
I'm pretty sure they will. I mean, they've upped the ante pretty much every game. I mean, the last one they released was pretty bad.
Pretty gory.
Like, pretty gory. Yeah.
I was watching.
they're
I think I watched Rooster Teeth. I think they did I think it was Rooster Teeth. They did a video on all the different fatalities in the game.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Quite the compilation.
I mean, I forget who had the worst one. I'm trying to remember who it was.
I remember
but-
what was it, Shiva.
Yeah. Yep. I remember.
She ripped
Yep.
your skin off and.
Yep. It gets pretty gory. It gets pretty
Yeah.
bad.
That's how I'd want to kill someone.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Sounds
Yeah.
like the best way to go.
That's the Dillo method. VD approved.
So yeah, I don't know. Just because I haven't played it in a while, I'm kind of meh on it. I mean, if I've picked up the game a few generations back, I probably would have been more excited, more pumped. But I mean, just the fact that it's a Mortal Kombat title is nice.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's PS4. Is it coming to anything else? I forget.
No, they're probably gonna bring it to all consoles.
Even the
They're-
Wii.
No, not the Wii. No, not the Wii.
They
Everything
should bring
but
the
the
Wii.
Wii.
Well, Call of Duty's always been on Wii. Like they had World at War as the first Call of Duty on the Wii.
Oh.
They've always had shooter games.
Yeah,
Was
they also
Ghost
had
on the Wii?
Conduit.
I think so. I'm pretty sure Ghost was on the Wii U. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, some good old Wii Call of Duty. You never often hear about people like talking about, oh yeah, I got my Call of Duty for the Wii. What happened to Chico up there?
You've turned into two
What
people.
happened up there?
What is going on?
Chico.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, Chico.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
You're not. You're now
Blame
a cheek
Comcast.
dough.
Blame Comcast.
But
Oh boy.
So like with Mortal Kombat. Also, just want to mention, how many people dug the Wiz Khalifa track?
I haven't seen the trailer.
I'm thinking. I want some cheese whiz now.
Cheese
I got-
whiz.
I-
I mean, hold on. When you say cheese whiz, I imagine someone peeing out cheese. I
That's
mean,
technically what it's like. The squirt can
Yeah.
of cheese.
yeah. So just
It's like, I mean, it's an
Just
aerosol
whiz,
can of cheese.
yeah.
And it tastes amazing.
And the
Yeah.
chemically
I
processed.
mean, honestly, I
away.
didn't care for the Wiz Khalifa song. It doesn't. I don't really like.
I mean, I don't really have a big. I'm not a big fan of Wiz Khalifa. I mean, he's turning into the bad version of Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
On a related music video game mashup note,
Yeah.
Skrillex and
Yes.
Transformers is a thing now.
Yeah,
so-
that's yeah.
Wait,
I just get.
Oh god!
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
I kind of like it though. I love
Yeah,
it.
I like it. It's trippy.
It looks
See,
like
he
you're
was
going.
listening to too much Wiz Khalifa up there.
Well, no.
It's too half.
Yeah, no, I just, as far as the Skrillex thing, I just can imagine just the robots fighting. It's just, just so. That's it. Like the.
Stop
Yeah.
it, camera.
Whatever happened to the Skrillex? So, I mean, do we got any more else on Mortal Kombat? I mean, the big thing is that it's just been announced. So
Yeah, it's
like,
been.
I don't know many details on it yet.
No, they haven't released too many details on it. It'll come. I mean, they released the opening trailer. And it's the first on it. And you'll probably when E3 comes, you'll hear a lot more about it.
Yeah, and speaking of E3, Chico had a topic about E3. Tell us about it.
Chicos. There's an S on that now.
Yeah,
because,
now there's
you know.
two of you.
Yeah, there's actually
The more the
four.
merrier.
Wait.
There's a third one. Oh, there he is.
Oh, wow. This is a special
Anyway.
day.
Yeah, so E3, does it really matter anymore? Like, I just want to get your guys' opinion real quick. Just a simple yes or no.
It matters.
Yeah.
Yes, it matters.
Yeah, it matters.
Yes.
I
Okay.
assume you
Because
are on the no
I
side.
kind of
Chico.
want to know why you're quick.
I'm not on the no side. I'm in the middle, just because of the fact that most major companies have already released a bunch of new titles. I mean, I haven't really read this yet, but it Horizon and the Call of Duty and Mortal Kombat. I don't know who makes that. Capcom, right? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. No. Is it Capcom?
Is it? Wait, no.
I think so.
It might be Capcom. Capcom.
Wait, who was in Marvel vs. Capcom? In that game.
I don't know.
I'm
Anyway,
drawing a blank. If anyone can look this up on the podcast, that'd be well. You're not
basically, like all the major game companies have already released, some of their titles. So it's almost as if they don't care about E3, or they're just saving the best for last.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I mean, yeah, they've released a lot of big titles that are going to come out, and a lot of information's on a bunch of stuff. But also, I mean, E3, there's a lot of stuff that they're hiding from everybody. It's how it is every year, and especially when you have 2 new consoles that have come out. I mean, he's no longer.
I'm still here.
Okay, he's good.
Oh,
okay,
but
but these 2 again. No, but when you have 2 brand new consoles that just came out in this past year, there's going to be a lot of content that they're going to want to show out, because there's probably a bunch of games that might come out in another year or 2 years, or just a lot of. There's going to be a lot of content that people are going to want to look forward to, and that's what E3 is about: is to display things that might be made or is in the process of being made, not necessarily the games that are already almost out. You know, it's about what's more to the future, and that's the point. That's why I think
also with E3, it's also more of a hands-on thing for the people going there. They'll have a booth with the demos. They'll unveil more content about it, because a lot of stuff that's come out has mostly been trailer or some speculation. There's where they start to tie out in some loose ends.
Like E3 is one of those conventions that I would love to go to, because you get the first experience to really test out a bunch of the new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for E3 for the Smash Bros. And the new Zelda crap.
Yeah, that's something they might announce at E3, like all the Zelda stuff.
Oh, they better.
They better.
Or else
you will riot in
it.
the streets if they don't.
Well, I mean,
all they give you is like a still image of
actually
Link.
I can bring something up for you, ZD. If you're so obsessed with Nintendo updates, just go to Nintendo.com or whatever and go and watch the Nintendo Direct videos. It's really interesting, because they're hour-long videos that really get in depth for each game, and they're really making it really interesting and fun. So when I wanted to look into Mario Kart 8, my brother showed me the Nintendo Direct of it, and it shows you all the features in a cool cinematic, fun. It has some humor in it, actually a lot of humor, and it's just worth watching. I mean, I enjoyed the full hour of it. I mean, it was really, really entertaining, and it was just about Mario Kart.
You don't even need to watch the podcast.
I enjoy Nintendo Direct's Twitch channel as of right now.
You can use the Twitch channel too, but you can get it right on the website as well, I'm pretty sure. Which I think they have a bunch of other content. I didn't look into it as much. I do. Is that all you really want to talk about E3 or?
Not really. I wanted to mention something to support Chico's claim of why it doesn't matter, and it's something I like to refer to as the Black Friday effect. Everyone knows Black Friday in America. That's the big shopping day for Christmas. And
yes.
What day is that usually, people? You guys know?
The day after Thanksgiving.
Correct. So usually the day after Thanksgiving, that's when all the sales are and everything. But then some stores like, if I do a sale before Black Friday,
do something.
I can get a little more attention for it. And then someone's like, you know what, that guy's doing it a little earlier. What if I did it a little earlier? And it just keeps getting pushed back. So what I think might happen, what could happen with E3, is that a lot of these guys aren't going to put out their primary releases on there. Like, they're going to still do stuff for E3, but they're going to start putting out their stuff earlier and earlier to get the attention before the competition.
Yeah, you got a good point there. Yeah.
That's why Christmas stuff is sold in like October.
Yeah, but then you get the other counterpoint too, where even though E3 is not just about, just like I said, it's about going there and just the experience. It's just like any convention. You might be going there for one thing, but there's so many millions of other things that it's still relevant and still worth going and having. It's a convention it's one of the bigger conventions. It's one of the biggest for video games. So why would it get rid of it? Because it's sponsoring all these new things. And honestly, from like a lot of points of view, like if you go to talk to an average gamer, and they don't know much about, they don't look into gaming as much, but if they wanted to look at some of the if they wanted to look into some of the E3 stuff, E3 offers everything for you. I mean, a lot of people don't like to really study and research all the new stuff that's coming out, kind of like we do. I mean, we kind of like to be right on point. Well, see, he disappeared.
He's gone.
Nighttime. Daytime.
Magic.
Nighttime. Daytime.
But I want to kind of add something to that. Is this so with this? Because mostly it's been AAA companies.
Yeah.
So is this the shift in the game market to conventions hosting more indie?
I think so.
Actually, I've seen some stuff of footage of people going to E3 and whatnot, and going to a lot of the indie booths. A lot of the some of the indie guys will get their stuff up. Like I think I saw one that was we mentioned these guys a lot. We mentioned Video Games Awesome a lot, but they did a video series where they were talking to various developers. I think it was at E3. It could have been at PAX, but I think it might have been E3. I'll let you know. But they were talking to the Tiny Brains guys and whatnot.
Oh, it's just a good.
Yeah.
We brought it up in our last podcast with the indie stuff. I think indie is becoming a lot more popular than it used to be. I mean, just think about it. I mean, PlayStation 4 is bringing that to life, and Sony and PlayStation is really kind of bringing indie to a more of a brighter light. So I think that's why I think indie is going to be more popular at E3, because think of it this way: there's more variety in indie instead of AAA titles. There's a lot more you can look into, and there's a lot more to explore through. That's
kind of where the game developer is taking a risk. They're trying to go for something more innovative. They're trying to go with something new. So that's where you're going to find that kind of market if you're into that kind of things. They may not get the biggest sales, but they'll get enough to keep them going.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless their game is terrible.
Speaking of sales, I mean, to drop the E3 point, it kind of deals with it. We did talk about in the first podcast about Mario Kart 8 coming out, and now that it's released, it's already sold about 1.3 million copies. Is that correct?
1.2, I think.
1.2 million copies, and it hasn't even been. It's been a weekend. That was in a weekend, ladies and gentlemen, in a weekend. Okay.
So guess what? We were right. Us on the podcast were right. It was going to be a console seller.
It's doing very well. It's a phenomenal game. My brother got it. I have not yet get it yet because I don't have a Wii U, so I can't really get it. But it's really cool. The features in it are really phenomenal. I mean, especially the cool speed boost ability, where if you in hover mode, you can run into each other, get a speed boost when you hit each other. There's a lot of cool little quirks in it, a lot of features that really bring the game to life a little more, and that's why I think my brother's favorite Mario Kart was always the N64. Okay, he says that this one, he finally admits that this game is actually beating it out as far as the quality, everything. It's just a perfect game.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing footage of it, and it was great, and it was gameplay footage. It wasn't just the stuff they made for a trailer. It was actual gameplay footage, and it looked beautiful. The tracks look nice. The thing that I'm in a minority with how I feel about the tracks, because I'm a stickler for realism. So I get kind of in a tizzy when stuff's going in a Mobius upside down, and there's terrain and buildings that are upside down. So I started to have an aneurysm at that. But
you start to just rub your tits. That's what you start to do.
But I mean, it's still a beautiful looking game. I love all the retro tracks. I like what they did with the retro tracks, and they upgraded them.
Yeah, one example my brother was trying to point out was in Toad's Turnpike. It's really cool. You can go out, with the one with the cars, you can go on the side of the wall in some parts, and you do the hover, and you can ride on the side and try and avoid stuff. But they made it challenging. A lot of the cheats and sideways, they made it a lot more challenging than in the other games. So it makes it more competition as far as, if you want to really take that risk or not.
Oh, speaking of Toad's Turnpike, they did the thing that I've wanted to happen since the N64 version.
What?
The item boxes aren't on the damn shoulder.
Yep.
They're in the middle of the track. The coins are on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That pissed me off so much. I could never get items because I suck at everything. And I could never get to the shoulder and get the items correct. I always drift around them, or just not hit them in time, or crash into a car and lose time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Takes them all before everybody else gets there.
There you go.
Yeah, that asshole who drives through all 4 of them.
I only need one, but 4 is always great.
It's a strategic move.
It is a strategic move. But I'm impressed with it. it's not enough for me to get a Wii U yet because I'm not like heavy budget for consoles yet.
I mean, the thing is someone's gonna end up getting it, and then you're gonna play it.
I'm gonna go to their house and we had a Mario Kart event yesterday with Double Dash, a bunch of us. Chico,
lots
you
of
weren't
anger.
there. Yeah. Oh yeah, lots of anger from Tyler.
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
No, this is a safe place. You can talk about your feelings here.
Well, for one, I can tell you this much at Double Dash. Matt, if you ever watch this podcast, never set your freaking settings to let's have all the hard, like, what is it? It was on frantic mode. Frantic mode is where you get blue shells every time, your specials every time, and you get everything, the hardcore items. I don't think I didn't get a green shell once, okay?
I never got one either.
Because he picked
the red shells.
Because he picked Toad and Toadette. His special is the Super Mushroom, and the only ones that get the Super Mushroom. So he's like, well, I'm on frantic mode, so I'm going to get Super Mushroom even when I'm in first place. So he gets the Super Mushroom in first place, so it puts him farther in first place. And there was no way to catch him, and it was just pissing me off. Also, I would win. Yes, Chico? Yes?
Whoa, no. I have two hands!
Oh.
I have two hands!
I thought he had a point there.
Oh, it's gone now. It's gone.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
but
Good.
and every time I would get into first, because I usually I know that I can do the tracks very well. If there was no items, I think I would do very well. But then all of a sudden, it's like, or it's either in the beginning or the end. Everyone's like, I want to hit Tyler as much as possible.
Well, I want to hit you as much as possible because you're in third and I'm in fourth. So the obvious course of action is for me to go, well, I want to blow his brains out.
No, but
I want to
like
get third.
in the start of the race, it would be like 1, 2, 3, go, and it would be like pew 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 pew, and it would be saying Tyler, and then I'd be dead.
It'd be like 2 blue shells in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. That would basically I think that might have happened once.
Actually, despite it being frantic mode, I thought it was really fun.
Oh no, it made it more.
I finished dead last a lot that night, and I didn't even get mad about it.
Yeah, well, I get frustrated very easily. I think it was more mad because of Matt and his stupid super mushrooms.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. He swept everything because of that. I mean, I was playing as a Peach and Daisy because that's who I always play as, because YOLO. And they have like the heart item that like absorbs items that are on track.
Yep.
Lifesaver. I would have crashed into so many things had I not had that. And that really helped me out with a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
that's my dream team.
So yeah, that's basically our Mario Kart spiel.
I just want to ask one more thing. What's all your guys' favorite Mario Karts?
Double Dash.
Double Dash. Chico?
Nintendo 64, because that's the only one I played.
Tyler?
N64 all day, baby. All day.
So it's so close between Nintendo 64 and Double Dash. I'm gonna probably have to go with Double Dash. Kind of like the extra dynamics to it, but 64 is a close second.
The only reason why I love the N64 version the most is because, I mean, that was the first video game I ever played as a child. Yeah. So I grew on it, and that was the first game I ever beat, and I was only 3 years old, and I loved it.
Whoa, I mean, MLG Pro.
Thank my brother for putting a controller in my hand at such a young age. So
thanks, brother.
But yeah, that's really the reason why I love the game so much. Plus, yeah, the nostalgia is really nice too.
All right, so I think we can move on a little bit.
Yeah.
ZD, Homefront.
Yo, Homefront. I'm really excited because. Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
All right, now the first game I was really disappointed in. I didn't end up buying it because the whole thing where you can only get to a certain level before you had to actually pay more in the game. It was really stupid. Like, you couldn't do anything more.
I hate pay to win.
And the story to me just felt a little off. Like, sure, it predicted Korea and everything, but I feel like they could have hired someone better, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And then,
like ZD.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
What like me? Oh,
swag. You got swag.
Could have written the story better.
Yeah. Swag is what you possess, ZD.
Yes.
I know.
You possess the swag.
Korea just sends out America full all these crane machines and all the stuffed animals that
It
have
sends out America? How do you transfer America to people? I mean, that's pretty
Some
hefty.
next level tech.
Dude, that's a lot of cranes.
But with the trailer, with the trailer that I saw, I'm really hoping the graphics are a lot good.
A lot good.
Are a lot better. And it is coming for PC. I don't know if the first one was for PC or not.
PC
but,
Master Race.
Wait,
yes.
ZD, you lost me. You lost me, ZD.
I'm really hoping.
No
that...
one's gonna get this, Tyler. You
I know.
This.
I know.
No one's gonna understand this joke. So
But
now we have to waste time and tell them what has happened.
No, we're gonna leave it.
No. You wanted to make an inside joke. We gotta let people in on it.
No.
Yes,
Okay,
we
fine.
do.
Okay, I'll give you the quick rundown here. We were working together, and I told him put French fries in the freezer. Okay, so I told him to put the French fries in the freezer. He looks at me, he says, "Okay." He stands there like a lost puppy for like 5 seconds. He looks around. He's like, "Wait, you lost me." Like. And I'm like, Z, how did I lose you? I said, put the French fries in the freezer. He's just like, oh, okay. So he starts taking the bags out one by one and transferring them over. I'm like, ZD, why don't you bring the box over to the freezer? And I wanted him to say so badly, wait, you lost me.
Oh my god.
Alright, back to Homefront.
Wait, I can just see ZD if the first time he didn't say, wait, you lost me. He just does something completely random and different other than putting it in the fridge.
He brings it to the bathroom. He brings the French fries to the bathroom, and he's just like, oh, wait, oh, this looks like a perfect spot for it. Throws it in the toilet and just walks away.
ZD, what are you doing? Oh, I'm flushing some cucumbers down the toilet like you told me
Putting
to.
rocks together.
Yeah, he's just standing in the corner banging 2 rocks together.
Oh,
wait.
French fries.
Wait, you lost me. What? Alright, back to Homefront. We've embarrassed ZD enough.
Alright. The trailer, which I recommend everyone who watches this podcast to watch, it really looks like a good story. Like, the graphics look... If the graphics are going to be anything like the video, then it's going to be awesome.
What's the story about for us here?
It's a American Revolution, but like really modern day. So like you got like a very like futuristic tank busting through the wall and shooting everyone down.
I guess that'd be pretty badass.
Wait. So it's the American Revolution if it were now?
No,
yeah,
I think that's
that's
American Revolution. I think.
Who took us over? Korea?
Yeah,
an internal revolution.
Scandinavia?
I think it's following the same story.
All
But, like,
Scandinavia.
The trailer portrayed the Americans like kind of like with a wall around them, like kind of like the Berlin Wall. So it's kind of like taking that approach, but the Americans are gonna start fighting back.
Wait, the Nazis took us over? Because we already have that, Wolfenstein.
Oh, is it a little more futuristic? Like, is it in the future a little more?
The way the tank looked.
Okay, then that's probably why. Maybe they predicted that we had to get to a point where we had to put a wall around America to block out, because there was probably warfare and.
We already have that. It's
No, it was
Mexico.
no. The wall was there to keep the Americans in.
Oh.
As in we were
like
taken
that.
over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, America was taken over, and they want a revolution. And then the
okay.
trailer shows the character distracting them, and the guy goes into the wall and blows it up, and then you got your rebels coming out and attacking all the guys with futuristic armor on, and couldn't tell who was underneath them, though. I didn't bother looking into that much.
Sounds pretty badass, actually.
Yeah, it's relatively interesting. We'll have to see what they do about it.
The graphics it's made with CryEngine, so it's kind of like a mix between like the new Blacklist and Call of Duty, but it looks more smooth than Battlefield.
Okay.
Like
right.
it was different. That's a good way. Different but good.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're gonna get it?
If they do the stupid level cap again.
Yeah, so you're just gonna like carefully approach it as a buyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did with NASCAR The Game 2011. Because I bought it, and it was broken from the start. They had to patch it like several times. So the next game, I was like really weary when I was thinking about it, and I ended up not buying it because it wasn't different enough for me.
Oh wait, I remember the exact thing with what you had to buy. Every gamer account had to have the game bought, so if you borrowed it, you couldn't play it unless you paid the price.
Oh.
So no matter what, you had to play.
Also,
had to pay the set price. No matter what.
I want to point something out.
Yep.
It has nothing to deal with Homefront 2. It's the fact that ZD looks like he looks like he's bald. No, don't move. No, stay where you. Beautiful, beautiful.
How could I be bald if I have a mustache?
Mustache. I must ask you a question. If I was bald, could I do this?
No,
it's falling.
Unless you stabbed it in your scalp and you started to truly bleed everywhere.
Profusely.
I got hair.
Profusely.
I got hair.
The toupee.
So, anything else on Homefront?
I'm really hoping my computer can handle the max graphics.
Okay, alright.
Alright, so that's what we can hope for. You know, you mentioned CryEngine, and I think we were saving this for later, but I think we should mention it now. Tyler, you got something about the CryEngine?
Yeah, I just thought it was really interesting that they brought the actual software CryEngine, the CryEngine software, to Steam for purchase for monthly subscription. It's kind of cool how they're bringing like software like that to the open to anybody. I mean, for a really cheap price of only like $10 a month, which isn't bad for being able to use. It's an older model of software, but it still can do a lot of work as far as animation. It's used for animation, game modeling, anything. It's just really cool how anyone can get it. So I just thought it was interesting.
And you're gonna get it.
No.
I want to add that it is good software, but it's in the early stages of its release, so there's a lot of bugs in it. So, and I looked and counted, 11 out of the 20 reviews for it on Steam were actually not recommended, and most of them were because of the bugginess and crashingness.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what happens with anything. I mean, when you got a massive software, when you have a massive software like that, you're opening to the public and you're opening it through Steam, it's going to be a little buggy, and they're going to have to make some patches. I mean, it just was released like 3-4 days ago. I don't know.
Like that.
So it's going to be buggy. It's just what's going to happen. But it's just kind of interesting because I forget. I think I know Crisis 1 was made with it. Crisis 2 was made with CryEngine 3. So like I don't know where they jumped in there, but they made a jump.
What did they use for CryEngine 2? Phoenix, right?
But I just thought it was interesting. Just thought it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you guys think about putting game engines available on Steam? Like, I know we have CryEngine. RPG Maker is technically a game engine, which I have, because you know.
YOLO.
Nerds.
I think that it's going to allow a lot more indie games.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I agree with you. Yeah.
And a lot more freedom instead of doing it on your own instead of purchasing it.
It makes it it makes it a lot easier to be able to take that extra steps. Like, oh, I have a great idea for a game. How do I create it without spending tons of money for a software? CryEngine.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
$10 a month. If you're developing a game, you can just not pay that month.
Exactly. And if you can just take a month off, I just think it's really cool how they're offering it. Because if you go to really higher level softwares, they cost so much. Like they're like, if you want to get it, you have to get a yearly subscription. It's usually like $400 for like a year or something like that, or like $500 or maybe even more than that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good move, and I think I kind of want to see if we start getting some people making games with CryEngine. Maybe if they're free games or like cheap games, we could even cover them on the channel.
Oh yeah.
I must ask you a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to get the
No,
Nope.
I'm not. That's the
Yeah, we're all
games
too
I wanna
dumb.
make.
It's really too much of a learning curve, honestly.
Yeah.
I do not want to pay $10 a month to sit there grabbing my hair out of my scalp and just be like, oh god, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to learn better
It's
scripting.
kind of like when I installed like a 3D animation software just to. I don't get.
ZD was trying to, not ZD, Tyler was wanted to make a point.
Yeah.
Oh.
CryEngine 1 was not used for Crysis. It was used for Far Cry 1.
Okay,
CryEngine 2 was used for Crysis.
Crisis 1,
All
right?
right.
Yes.
Okay, and then CryEngine 3 was used for Crisis 2,
Correct.
and then so on. So, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for that information.
Nice.
Just to
Chico's on the
clarify.
ball. Chico's
Yeah,
on the ball.
he was looking it up. He was trying to help us out. There we go.
Dual
Yeah,
monitors.
helping
It's the best.
cause. Yeah. What were you saying, ZD?
I forgot.
All right,
Something
next
about
topic.
a 3D model, but
Oh, something
Whatever.
about 3D animation.
Oh wait, yeah. I remember I installed the 3D animation software before, and I thought it'd be somewhat okay to use. The most I could do is make a circle go into a hole, back
man,
and
that was
forth.
so interesting. It made me yawn.
Wait, what was the software? Was it 3ds Max?
It was Blender.
Oh, Blender.
Oh yeah.
I haven't worked with Blender. I work with 3ds Max a lot. I'm in digital animation. I haven't worked with Blender.
I made a circle.
They just make fun of Blender in our department.
I mean,
Yeah,
with a
I
name
mean-
called Blender, I mean, come on now.
Blender's good for a beginner. If you were maybe if it's not like something you would use like professionally, but if you were like a beginner working with the software, that'd be something to get started with. I think it also has like a person creator. You can make stuff with Blender. It's not like impossible.
It's guys.
I made a
I
circle.
haven't used it, so I don't know. So yeah, he made a circle. He made it go into a hole. So the possibilities are endless.
I tried making a snowman.
How did it go?
Wow, 3 circles. How'd that go?
Oh boy.
I didn't.
It crashed.
I didn't know how to connect the circles.
Yeah, there might be some link. Like if you were in 3ds Max, what you'd have to do is you'd have to link them all together, or append them together. There's various means of connecting stuff. It depends on how you want to connect. Yeah. That's what the learning curve is for.
Yeah.
them together.
You.
Then again, wait,
I
I
want you to
have
just stand around there and just like have your eyes bleed.
I have used the 3D animation software before. I'm a pretty good at Autodesk Inventor.
Oh really?
Yeah, I for a windmill project, I designed gears for a gearbox and 3D printed them.
Oh nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten the 3D print anything yet. But we're apparently getting those. We're getting those 3D printers.
Yeah.
One for each classroom.
One everywhere.
I think that's what they
Everywhere.
said. I don't know what like all the classrooms would need with a 3D printer, but
Imagine sex ed.
oh,
All right, little Jamie, come here. We gotta scan your penis.
Make your own
Find the
dildo.
appropriate size.
scan.
Oh god.
This
Oh god.
is a penis.
Wait, Adam finally has a chance. He can put it in and then hit enlarge.
We can make the teeny,
can put it into
penis
full-
condom pack.
Let's. I think we can move forward from there.
All right.
That's it for the CryEngine. Chico, some Wildstar action coming on.
Go.
What's the his?
You forgot.
Yes.
Fun. So yeah, Wildstar's coming out soon. It's gonna be great. Awesome. June 3rd. No wait.
What the hell is Wildstar?
Yeah,
I
what
have
is
no
that?
idea what that is.
Tell us about it.
It's a new MMORPG, made by Carbine, and apparently it's launching tomorrow. But yeah,
You mean
they're-
today?
Yeah, today. This is when we're gonna upload. It's gonna be on the day.
technically today. So yes, today, and they're launching with a bunch, like so much content. Basically,
Like what?
there's gonna be so much to do that people won't be bored. I don't know.
Like what?
Probably
So
just lots of quests and stuff.
lots of quests. Well, just the leveling process is going to be lengthy enough, but there's a lot. They're releasing with a lot of high level content, so people at max level won't be bored or anything like that. But
Can I play
I'm glad they're
with a
launched.
shark?
No, you cannot.
How about billiards
yeah.
with a shark? He can be a pool shark.
No, but no. But yeah, they're launching. I only have one gripe with the game because I have played it.
What the hell could be wrong with it? You could do everything.
Did you look? Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Oh my god.
You look like something out of a David Lynch production.
Like Two-Face or something.
Stop it. It's creeping me out.
Stop it!
But yeah, like the only thing I have wrong with it is that it was so boring and repetitive, and everything to me kind of like blended in with the environment. Nothing stood out. So I
is
don't
the
know.
repetitiveness in the landscape or in like the stuff you can do or the missions?
Just in the leveling process. I mean, I played it enough to get a grasp of it, but
You got like
from
an
what
open
I did
beta
play.
or really
Right. It was the closed beta, yeah. But yeah, everything just kind of melded together, and nothing really stood out to me. So
I'm guessing it was a lot of. They had too much grinding.
a lot of grinding.
Yeah, like as I
definitely.
figured, they had too much grinding to get to each
You're
point.
not grinding at the club.
No, not that kind of grinding. No.
It should be a thing you can do in the game, and it can give you. That would be a game. That would be a great game.
What, to
Like
go
a
around
game-
and hump
We should-
people?
Yeah.
All
Grinding
right,
the
so
game.
let's buy this
And
CryEngine
the leveling up
software,
Yeah, we're gonna-
CryEngine software. It's first person, and the leveling up process is grinding up against people in the club. It's like a club management game.
Guys, can we make a point? What the hell is he doing? Oh, he stopped.
We'll see it in the recorded version.
Oh god, he looked like an old man.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was doing that
creeping me
earlier.
out.
He was doing that earlier, and I was trying to keep a straight face. He makes it so difficult to keep on track. Come on.
I have a question, Tyler. What is it like in the style and format? Is it kind of like a lot like WoW, or is it they have a different edge to it?
No, it's different from WoW, but I can't pick out how.
Like, is the control
it's-
system kind of basically the same?
Well, the main difference is their interface, and you can only have 8 abilities at a time. Where World of Warcraft you had full screen full of abilities.
Yeah.
It's called the limited action set, which is it's a really streamlined way to pick your class and pick how you want to play.
It kind of
So-
gives it more strategy to it because if you can only have an 8 set,
Yeah.
you have to really figure out what you like to play with. I kind of like that a lot more. I mean,
Definitely.
WoW is just spam with whatever you had. I mean, there was still
Yeah.
strategy to it, but you kind of, I don't know, it just got too overwhelming if you got too high of a level. That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
I had a question.
And-
What's the means of purchase? Is it free to play like 8-bit MMO, or is it going to be like a monthly subscription, or is it just like one-term payment?
Their
Similar.
business plan is definitely it's a different one. You can just regular pay to play. It's a pay to play game. Like there is no free to play.
There's no free.
All right.
Right, but you pay to play. You can do the regular monthly subscription, or they have this version of if you play enough in game and you farm enough of X thing, you can go to this store and buy in-game time with your
Wow, I kind of like that a
In-game.
lot.
Oh,
things. But the level that you have to play to buy this thing by the time in game is like literally it's for the people who play all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one downfall to it, but it's definitely interesting. It's a new way to get people to play. So
I mean, I haven't looked anything into this, but from what you've played, does this have a lot of potential to become big? Or
yes,
it does?
definitely. Yeah.
I mean, I always see like
it's just personal problems.
yeah, like I always see like a bunch of MMORPGs that are always made and like rip-offs of others, and they're always just kind of cheesy and never that good. I mean, does this one have decent quality and originality to it? You could say.
Yeah, the one department it is boasting in is the humor department, which is it's great because every time you level up, just for example, there's this big flashy show and this big level up thing comes across your screen, and it's some stupid saying like "fuck yeah" or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's really good in the humor department. But yeah, I mean it definitely has potential.
All right, well that's cool.
I would say.
That's cool. That's nice.
Is anyone here gonna get it?
I mean, I'd have to look into it.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the fence right now.
I'm not a big MMO guy, so I'm probably not gonna be gravitating toward it.
And CD's just playing with shit in his mouth, so.
Yeah,
I'm
probably not. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a market for it, and sounds promising. You just said like grinding is kind of boring.
Yeah.
But I mean,
if that's the
grinding
worst
in any
thing
game.
going for it, I mean,
what did you say?
I said, I mean, if that's the worst thing going for it, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
and that can always be improved by making more of an adventure out of it, and that's just all in the writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else about Wildstar?
Player housing is really nice. I have to give them that. Player housing is probably the best, and their PvP is amazing. So
That might
Those are two.
make it big then. If the
those are
PvP
the
is good,
two. Yeah.
the game will be good.
Yeah.
So what we got next on the list, John?
ZD, you're gonna talk about Fable a bit, right?
Yes, I am. Now, how out of all of you, how many of you were Fable 1 fans?
I hated Fable 1.
I didn't.
Yeah, I
play
never
it.
played it.
I only played 3. Well, I got rid of all your points. You came in here all confident. Oh yeah, they all love Fable. They all have the Xbox, and you came in jittering like this.
Now, I can tell you why I hated Fable 1.
Why?
It just felt really awkward while playing it. It just, I mean, Fable
That
2...
was so good about it.
No, like, yeah, it just was a weird awkward. Like, it just, I mean, if you looked at the shape of the kid you're playing as in the beginning, it's just weird. And then you go, I mean, you get into more into the game, it's all... If you pull up, John, okay, in the podcast right now, I want you to pull up a picture of what this kid looks like now. Boom. Alright, yeah, so that right there, that is why I think the game's awkward.
Alright. So,
Awkward. But no, it's an alright game as far as you get into it. But I'm more of a fan of Fable 2. That was my favorite one because it had a really nice beat 'em up aspect to it, and it was a really fun co-op game. That was why I liked it a lot.
I thought the co-op was horrible in Fable 2. Because of the way they set it up, it was very hard to do your own thing. It was weird.
That was the point of the co-op. You gotta stay together.
It was really difficult and annoying. That was the one aspect of it I didn't like.
I'm
Because
pretty
you know me and teamwork, especially between me and you.
then that's just
not-
you. I mean, if you ask like a lot of people though, I mean, yeah, I mean, Fable 1 like didn't really have much cooperative at all. Did it even have co-op? No, it didn't.
I don't think so.
And Fable 2, I mean, it added the co-op feature. It just made it a little more fun to do the adventure with your friends. I played the whole game co-op. I didn't play it by myself. I played the whole thing with my friend Kevin, and we played the whole thing together. We leveled up together. We got all the items together. We made the same decisions together, and that's what made it fun. And that's why I liked it a lot more than Fable 1 because
he was the wind beneath your wings.
yes, we just basically had our giant hammers and just beat the crap out of everybody, and that was the fun part. It's just a beat 'em up game with a little bit of humor, and you can get a wife if you want. So that's what Fable is all about.
I almost played Fable 2, but the person who brought it over, his copy was so horribly scratched we couldn't get it to work in the Xbox. It only like worked in his for some reason. And I did get Fable 3, and I played it a little bit on my own, and then me and Utah, we played the co-op on that for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember anything about the game other than that one time I was in town.
I feel like they got the co-op right with the third one because of the way you had to do 2 separate screens instead of the one screen.
Remember in the beginning when we're running with the prince or the princess? I think we might have picked female characters.
I think we were. Yeah, we picked female characters. And we were running with the prince.
We were ladies, and we were running with the prince, and we were holding the hand, just running around and stuff. That was fun, but we didn't get very far in it. We only did like 1 session of it.
Yeah, we did. We only played a little bit of it because I don't know why we
didn't
did.
Get very far because I only played like 3 sessions of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. I just said there was other stuff I wanted to play at the time.
Oh, it's entertaining, but Fable can get very, very boring at times too. So that's why I never really been a big fan of Fable. But if I were to pick one of them out of the 3, I'd probably pick the second one. So.
I liked in Fable 3.
My only experience with Fable was in Fable 3. I got to that first town and I just played music all day long.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all I did.
All the livelong day. Susie, you actually did have something about like the Fable anniversary you were mentioning.
Yeah, it's the remake of the first one, and I was hoping that it would be multiplayer, but it's not. I didn't read anything on that because I mean, imagine zapping zombies constantly with lightning with a friend. I mean, he can.
Well, last time we did that was in Magica, and we all died.
Yeah, that was probably a bad idea.
Now we have footage of it.
We have proof that John, get back. Okay, dead. Still died.
In the description, you can see what happened there. So, with this anniversary edition, are they? Did they change anything gameplay-wise, or is it just a straight-up HD remake? Nothing changed.
It says here. Just want to make sure I have my facts straight.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't want your facts to get pretty gay. I mean, that's always a bad.
Wikipedia.
It's just gonna be a full HD remake.
All right,
that's it's gonna have everything else.
None of us are getting it. The way it reacts to the first game. Did you like the first game, Didi?
I loved the first game. I thought it was the best. I feel like it had the best mood. I feel like it had the best mood out of all of them. It was just so. It was the simplicity of it.
Of course, ZD usually has an opinion that most people don't have as far as video games go. ZD likes bad games.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're saying Fable 1's a bad game?
Yeah, I already said that in the beginning.
Oh, snap.
Just to reiterate it. No, another bad game that I love.
Yeah? What is it?
No, he's asking you. He's propositioning you. Is there any other bad games that he loves?
I don't really remember our conversations. I just know whenever me and Adam are talking about it, usually you pick a game that most people think's bad, but you're like, I love it.
Oh wait, I think I remember this conversation. Wasn't it? You were saying that usually when he picks something out of a series of games, he usually picks the one that isn't considered the best in the series.
Yes.
It was Call of Duty you were mentioning, right? For that one.
I don't really remember it all.
I have no recollection.
I think he was talking about he liked one of the Modern Warfares a lot better than the other ones, claiming he loved the story, but it was something like I remember this.
Well, I know. I think it started out when he started with the Diablo 3 story, saying it was the best story.
Oh,
that's
that was
a long time ago.
That's when it started, and then we just came to the point where every time in a series, he usually picks one. He says it's the best story, but usually everyone thinks it's the worst story. So, but it's not. It's still good.
I hear you, Chico. You were gonna say something.
I thought it was pretty good.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's just not as good as the other one.
But didn't you just say it was bad?
No, that's
Yeah.
You just said it was bad.
No, I did not. I did not say it was bad.
Tyler's also the one that doesn't like Papers, Please.
John, it is not the game of the year.
All right. This is what happened here. NerdCube did a video where he picked his favorite games of the year, and Tyler said, "Oh, he's gonna pick BioShock Infinite because that was awesome." Which, I haven't played it. I haven't gotten to play it yet due to time constraints. But from what I've heard, it's pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
NerdCube, he didn't even put it in his top 10, and number 1 was Papers, Please. And he listed not only as one of his favorite games of the year, but one of his favorite games of all time, considering it a perfect game. And that just enraged Tyler to no end. And now we always make fun of that and, Brad the game.
Just pissing me off today, aren't you?
We got VD. We had to get you this time.
Yeah, I feel like the whole game thing comes from whenever you ask me to judge women, because me being in love, I feel like my judgment on women is always deterred.
Aww.
I know you're.
And I feel like since I may subconsciously love a certain type of game, which may deter my judgment on others. That may be why. Since you grew up, I think you grew up on a different type of game setup than I did. At least didn't you grow up with like a PlayStation as well?
No, I've played everything.
I grew up with PlayStation.
That's why I can have an opinion on a lot of things, because I've played everything.
Never.
See, I'm on the similar page with like NerdCube and the types of games that we like, because NerdCube is not like a Ty. He isn't like a straight up like hardcore Nintendo player. When he grew up with a lot of like PC strategy games. Like he grew up with like the Roller Coaster Tycoons, Dungeon Keeper, and he also grew up with a lot of like obscure title games, stuff that you wouldn't normally play. So. Same with me, I played a lot of stuff that isn't considered like the top game that you would play. I like a lot of indie stuff. So him putting like
Brad the Game was an amazing game.
Yeah, Brad the Game's fun. I play it all the time. Like it's such a good time waster, and there's so many different options. And that's just a green background with text, and I love it.
Link in the description.
That's why. I'm gonna link that. I'll link to everyone. Warning: it's a pretty raunchy game. So if you're a young person, you should stay away. Tyler hates it because he hates everything fun.
Yes, I hate everything fun. Yep.
Yeah. So like I can understand NerdCube saying something like he put GeoGuessr in his top 10 of the year, and I'm completely fine with that because that was a fun game. I played it. It was really fun.
I gave him that. I gave him that game. I understood why he put it on there. I think it deserved at least a spot, but I didn't think it needed to be as high as he put it. But so
you probably think it should have been an honorable mention, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he picked like Last of Us, BioShock Infinite, like a lot of like the Devil May Cry. All were honorable mentions in that, and he picked mostly indie games up near the top.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just really... I mean,
it's his list, its own opinion.
Oh, that's what he plays. That's usually what he plays a lot of. That's just how he is.
Yeah, I mean, it's his call. And I don't think he put anything like too... He didn't put anything that Tyler liked on like on the crap list. Or as he calls it, the poop games of the year. I'll link that too. I'll link everything.
Link all of the links. Like link them like linking logs. Lincoln logs, yes.
Alright, so anything else on Fable Anniversary? We got way off track. I don't think we really have anything though, unless you got anything. No? Going once, going twice. Sold. Okay, next up on the auction block we have new Phoenix Wright in development. I know stay in your seats now. Phoenix Wright.
Whoa.
Blasting y'all away.
Whoa.
He's coming back, new game, but this time they're changing things up a little bit. It's not going to be in the modern setting, or slight future, like with some of them are. It's going to be set in 1800s Japan, and he's going to be a lawyer in Japan at that time period.
Well, that's kind of.
It's not going to be Phoenix Wright, but it's going to be an ancestor of his, and it's going to be all Japanian.
Are we turning into the Assassin's Creed of the Phoenix Wright series, or what's going on here?
I that would be hilarious. He has the same parkour abilities and free running, but he jumps out. He just like jumps over an alleyway and goes, "Objection!"
Because we all know everyone back in the day just knew how to free run everywhere. That's just how it was.
Even Phoenix Wright.
Yep, even Phoenix Wright. Everybody. Just if you.
So I mean, two things. One, anyone gonna get it?
No.
Maybe.
No.
Never played a Phoenix Wright before, but from what people told me, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, my issue with Phoenix Wright is that sometimes the logic can just go like way out there, which Vidi would love. Vidi would love that. He would probably get all of it right. But the other big thing is people are questioning, like, with all the localization, because in Japan the game takes place in Japan. But here, all the Phoenix Wright games take place in California. So people are wondering, I saw that subtle Eminem advertisement. I saw that.
Please.
We need
subliminal messages.
Oh man, well, Texas Instruments.
Alright, I'm done with that.
Alright. So, like, people are wondering how they're going to do the localization for it. And, I mean, like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think they're going to do for localization?
I have no clue, because I've never really paid attention to Phoenix Wright series, let alone have...
Well, I mean, you got a guy in California, but he's supposed to be in Japan. Now they have a game that's going to be taking place in Japan. What are you going to do?
So are they going to act like they're in California?
That would be hilarious. Because California... was like, it's Civil War. Oh man, there's a Civil War going on. Hopefully I can win this case.
I wonder what I'm gonna do.
And he's wearing like feudal Japan clothing. What a lot of people are saying is that they're gonna say that Phoenix Wright has Japanese ancestors, because it's his ancestor. It's not Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be the same wiener as he is in the modern era.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor.
Boobies. But, yes! He's on the soundboard! Tyler has everything over there. But yeah, they're probably just gonna say, like, oh yeah, Phoenix Wright's Japanese. These are his ancestors. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. Well, you can move on.
So that's an interesting feat. How many Phoenix Wrights have they made?
Oh, let's see. They made like the first one, the
Wow.
second one, the
Whoa.
third one.
Wow.
Apollo Justice had his own. I think that's the fourth. They made the fourth one, Dual Dynasties, which came out. That was a thing. They did the Professor Layton crossover,
Oh my god.
which sounds cool.
Oh my
They
God.
did the Miles Edgeworth one. Did they have a second Miles Edgeworth one? I think they had two Miles Edgeworth ones. And this is going to be another one. So this could be like the 9th, I think. Unless I'm missing one. And, yeah.
Bye.
I want to play the Phoenix Wright Tiger Electronics game. You know those ones that are the crappy, like, thing? It's just two images. One of him not pointing his finger, and one of him pointing his finger. And you have to do it in rhythm.
Oh.
I'm gonna win the game.
Now he just looks like a hiling Hitler. You know, he just looks like Hitler.
Oh man, that's gonna be the next one. Nazi Phoenix, right?
Nazi right.
That's
Nazis
where
are
we can get
right.
Franziska von Karma in there. That would be great.
Oh boy. Alright.
As the whip. Don't do that on our podcast. Alright, we can move onward. Since I'm the only one that really follows Phoenix Wright here, there's not much debate to be had. So, you know it exists now, so go look at it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, looking down. Starcraft 2. They have a mod coming out. Tell us about it, Cheek.
Whoa!
Oh yeah,
Cheeks.
So
Yeah, Cheeks. You see, that's a good way to abbreviate Chico, but it sounds horrible when you do it.
So yeah,
Go ahead.
this guy, this modder named Gray the Pirate. Hi, Akron.
Hi.
Get him out of here. He's not in this podcast.
But yeah, this Gray the Pirate, who is a modder, made he made a mod of StarCraft 2, which you can play on arcade mode in StarCraft 2. That is basically, it's a turn-based RPG. So think XCOM, but StarCraft art
Ooh.
and characters.
I really like that.
Oh my god.
The trailer is just pure gameplay, and it looks really, really good. This article is very short. It just shows the trailer. But yeah, it looks very good. I will send that to you.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, turn-based RPG I do love a lot. So, I mean, XCOM's a great game, and if you mix that with that art style, yeah, you are right. That'd probably be really cool.
Alright, we're back. Sorry about that cut. We've had some technical issues tonight. We have some connection problems. But continuing with StarCraft. So,
I don't think... yeah.
Yeah, so apparently it looks good.
Yeah, it
looked pretty cool.
It looked really good. Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna get it?
Seeing as it's free and I can play it right now, sure.
Wow, that's fine and dandy.
Oh, yeah. I hear we'll play together, Todd, because I kind of want to try it out.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Let's do it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and make a video on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be on the channel sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that game has co-op, unlike some games.
Or does it have co-op?
Oh wow, that's gonna throw a monkey wrench if it doesn't.
Nope. Single player.
No, I think CD got it. I don't know if...
Single player.
Certain games have co-op. Some games don't have co-op.
Like Fable.
Like Fable 1.
Yeah, this also goes with that topic we mentioned in our first podcast about the idea of these mods being released on Steam. I really like how that's Steam's really expanding.
Well, this technically it isn't Steam.
Oh, it's not Steam.
No, it's in like StarCraft 2 has their own kind of like mod thing.
I'll shut myself up.
Yeah, they have it's called arcade mode, and basically you can just change whatever you want. And yeah, people make MOBAs. They
Basically anything affiliated with
anything
affiliated with Blizzard, it's their whole thing. They have, that's just all them.
Yeah.
They just got their own thing going on.
Cha.
So.
Yeah. So.
But.
Any other good mods in there, by the way, that you know of? Want to plug?
No.
Wow, they all suck.
Well, no, I don't play
that
StarCraft
one.
2 that much. I haven't been into that arcade mode at all recently, so yeah, I'm not sure. Oh god.
You okay? Baby?
Yeah.
Anything else on that? Any like features you want to mention or cool shiz?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Tyler's gone.
Aw, poor Tyler.
Yeah, the combat looked really good. Combat looked probably the best, so it'd be definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah. We can continue this conversation further. Go with something else. ZD, you mentioned the Oculus Rift, and they had something for the Oculus Rift.
Yes, they actually have quite a few games. Actually, if you look up the Wikipedia article, there's a long list of what games are compatible and what games were canceled. Like it showed that Minecraft was canceled, sadly.
Ah, that would have been fun.
I know. Punch and tree.
Well, I mean, you would be looking like that. Looking in that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not like.
Yeah.
It's not like a Wii.
That would be fun though.
Yeah. Why isn't Minecraft on Wii? Oh,
Swing
you might
the
they would have to
pickaxe.
render. It would have to render the world, and it would just catch fire.
Okay. Well, basically, I think that Oculus Rift is going to be awesome, especially because I saw that they have a Slenderman game coming, or will be coming, or already is out. I'm not sure about the date, but just imagine.
Is it? Are they putting one of the two Slender games that's already out?
I'm not sure
or are
if
they
it's.
making
I'm
a
not.
third?
Here, I have the article right here.
Because there was the first one, which was Slender. Second one was like what? Slender Second Arrival, I think was the title.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was lackluster.
Yeah. I just love the fact of like the horror aspect of being in an Oculus Rift game. Like I think that would be great.
You can pee your pants quicker.
Okay, let's see. I got the list right here. Slender.
Slender.
There's a lot
You know,
of games. It's
The
The Arrival.
CDs yeah, that's the second game. So they're taking the second game and they're putting it on Oculus.
Yeah,
So they're giving the second game Oculus support. I
yeah.
mean, I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, because in the beginning of that game, you're walking down the long driveway through the woods, and it's turning from afternoon to night. I think that would look cool in just like that first person's perspective.
Yeah, or like,
Just like right in front of you, just walking down.
or having like Mario Kart and Oculus Rift support, having like the peripheral vision around you instead of having instead of having it third person. I think that'd be cool. Being able to like sit around, and I think like
Papers, please, with Oculus Rift. You see the paper like right in front
like
of you.
being able to see like
moving
all the
around, see all the detail.
when
Brad,
I don't want to see a
Brad-
single detail of that game.
Brad the game with Oculus support. See?
Oh my
that
god.
green- see all the green background in your peripheral.
I think, on a serious note, I think if Oculus Rift were to go into MMORPGs, I think that'd be amazing. Just saying. But that'd be
Yeah.
really, really impossible.
We'd
Well,
be
no.
on the next step of just getting rid of real life and just having people live in a game.
Basically, yeah.
I think
It's-
the biggest thing for Oculus right now that I think they should market towards is more racing games and the
Yeah.
I mean Slender's is really good because it's it's a horror game, it's first person, it's a simple game, but I was reading an article a while back about Oculus Rift and this new game called Project Cars, which is like the most realistic car game I've ever seen.
I think Matt told me about that before.
Yeah.
It seems pretty cool.
But they're using Oculus Rift, and they said it's just mind blowing how real everything looks and how you're actually getting the sensation of driving these sports cars. So
yeah, that would be great for me. I love racing games.
Yeah.
have you heard of the new Star Citizen game?
No.
It's only for PC. It's space trading and combat simulator, and it's going to be Oculus support. So I think the space aspect might be cool.
floating,
Yeah.
floating around
That'd
zero
be-
G.
floating away in space.
Space, gotta go to space.
Space. Gotta go to space.
It's the Russians.
Dad, are you-
The
Dad,
Russians
are
are
you
attacking.
Portal.
On a more serious note, speaking of Slender, Tyler, you've got something that's I believe you mentioned this was kind of bad news.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Okay, I'll tell you about it. Basically, two 12-year-old girls from Waukesha, Wisconsin, stupid
Waukesha, yeah.
Waukesha or whatever, are facing attempted murder charges. For this reason, following a bro. Basically, they took one of their classmates. They asked her to come over to their house, and they were saying that the leader of the creepypasta was Slenderman, and in order to follow and the Slenderman apparently lives in this mansion that lived down the road from them. They said, and they said that he was threatened to kill their family if they didn't murder a child or something like that. So they listened, and for some reason, and they took the girl and they brought her to a place and stabbed her 19 times. Somehow the girl managed to crawl to a side of a road after the two other 12-year-olds left, got help, and was able to make it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you can't.
So she's still alive. That girl?
She made it out. It was an attempt.
So often that doesn't end up happening, and I'm so glad that happened in this case.
Yep. She must. Yeah. There was. They must have not been deep, because when you're a 12-year-old girl stabbing, it could. Yeah.
We have to blame the real culprit here. It's definitely the video games. It's always the video games.
But remember,
yeah, we're gonna play video games. Yeah.
remember, the perfect way to discipline your children isn't to say no; it's to say, "No, but this is how you should do it."
And then show them how to stab. That's fun.
No, just show them how to carve pumpkins.
Oh yes.
Yeah, see, put it to good use.
Oh.
So, I mean,
but
is there a big thing saying like, oh, it's video games, or are they just solely looking at the creepypasta itself?
Give it a couple.
No, they think that the two children there's something wrong, or because it wasn't really the game itself. It was the creepypasta, not the game. It was the whole idea of it. And I think it really got to their heads. That's what it says in the article. And what it does, they believe that the actual Slenderman lived down in this, this countryside mansion down near their house. And apparently they said they told the police that the Slenderman threatened to kill their family if they didn't kill somebody. But they didn't succeed, apparently, of course. So thank God.
So it's like their family's toast.
But yeah, but I just thought that was just terrible, but very interesting news that something actually came out of that creepypasta.
Is there anything talking about them? Is there anything did they have a grudge with this girl at all, or
nope?
Because I can see this being like a front, just so they could say. So they could do something about this girl they didn't like.
No, this is like they said, an attack they saw was inspired for their devotion to internet horror myth Slenderman. The accused.
Oh, so they're just obsessive about it.
They're just obsessive about it, and it got to their heads, and they just chose a random classmate to pick to kill, and it happened to be this one, and somehow she made it out alive. But now their two 12-year-old girls are getting the attempted murder charge. Unless they can claim insanity with, So,
yeah.
But I thought it doesn't deal with video games, but it definitely deals with the internet.
It deals with internet culture.
Yeah.
And thing is, it's always the scenario with this. It's always the thing of you should ban. These people were inspired by this. You should ban this. What I think is, if you have a sound mind, you won't do this kind of stuff.
What do you think about books? Even books throughout all the time, they all have had creepy stories that can lead you to do crazy things. Anything, any form of substance or entertainment can lead you to do something. It's how you take it.
Even stuff even if you look at the Bible has violence throughout it.
That is probably
there's so much throughout it.
Not even violence.
The book
John, that's not even violence.
Yeah,
entertainment in general can change people and make people act a certain way, and that's how it's always been. And yes, Bible is probably the biggest example in the history of entertainment. What can change people and make them act a certain way. It is the biggest example. But this is where it gets really creepy. This is why it's not just they picked a certain person they didn't like. The girl told police that Slenderman is the leader of creepypasta, and in the hierarchy of that world, one must kill in order to show dedication. We were said to the Geyser told her that they should become proxies of Slenderman. So they were trying to be was almost like a Charles Manson kind of Charles Manson.
Yeah, it was like a Slenderman cult. They were trying to.
Yeah.
They honestly were just trying to start. I don't know anyone else is in a Slenderman cult.
It was said in our podcast. It's gonna come true now.
Well, no, we don't want that to happen.
But it's gonna.
No. I'm saying in the podcast, it's not gonna happen.
But I'm saying it's gonna.
They cancel out. They just bam cancel.
Yeah, so it happens, but they're non-violent.
I just think they're a little.
Oh yeah.
They're all
right up
bleeping
there.
stupid. I mean,
Bleeping.
Is it Wisconsin? You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Waukesha.
Good old Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Guys, I lost a finger.
See, the only time I ever heard of Waukesha in media is in Happy Days and the Christmas special. That's where the Fonz is going. Says he's going for Christmas, but spoiler alert: the twist ending is he's not going to Waukesha. Are you going to be watching Happy Days anytime soon?
I might just watch it.
Okay, I'll keep quiet about it then. Go look it up. It was a good episode. Honestly, good episode. It's probably one of the best episodes of the Happy Days series, the Christmas episode. So he's going to Waukesha.
Interesting.
Taking the bus to Waukesha. And, Ty, you got one more. I think this is our last topic of the day.
It is.
The last official topic it is. Talk about it, Ty.
It's another topic that's kind of just interesting, quick thing. It's kind of saying before I bring it up, how long could you think you could last straight playing video games?
If I had to go,
no breaks,
so far,
no break.
well, I mean, you said straight, so what if they were gay?
You can't steal a joke that I made earlier in the podcast, CD.
I don't remember that one. I swear I didn't hear it.
Was it last episode that you made that?
No, I made this one.
It was literally like half an hour ago.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Tyler laughed at it. That's all that matters.
It was great.
But
to answer your question, Tyler, I think the longest I ever played a game was, didn't we have like a Minecraft session that lasted like 8-9 hours?
yeah, but that's not that long.
Like ridiculously long.
That's not that long.
Compared to what I normally play, that's long.
Oh,
that's probably the longest.
I mean, the longest I've ever gone was 27 hours straight.
What were you playing? Papers, Please.
I think I was actually probably playing RuneScape.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same thing.
I couldn't sleep, and it was during the summer, and I just kept playing, and then I ended up passing out and sleeping for an entire day after it. But this guy, his name is Neil Erickson, or his nickname, Koibu, or whatever. He once played video games for 90 hours straight, which I don't understand. I can't even probably stay up that long. And he played video games. He must have been overstimulated to a point where his brain was just fried. I mean, just imagine that.
Not healthy.
No, it's not. So then he tried to break his record and try to go for 120, which is a huge jump. I don't understand why he couldn't just go for another 10, but no, he went for another 30. And in the middle of on Twitch, he passed out. He just passed out. And he didn't make it to hour 90. He made it to hour 85. And he literally, while just playing, didn't say a word, just passed out.
I could imagine the chat.
Did he get like cut off mid-sentence or?
Basically, well, at that point, I think he wasn't even saying anything. I mean, I wouldn't either. He was just playing. It said he just literally just passed out. He said he was disappointed that he couldn't make it to 120. He's like, this is his life, is to play video games for a long time, and he was disappointed that he couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, it can get pretty dangerous. I've seen several cases of people dying after playing video games for so long.
Even sleep deprivation, or whatever the word is. Sorry, I don't know English very well, but
it's all right.
It's only your third language. English.
It's only my one language, but you don't mess around with that. I mean, if I were to stay up 90 hours straight, I just wouldn't be able to function. So I don't know how that he was playing video games also.
The one I heard, it was like this guy. He was in an internet cafe for like several days.
Oh God.
Red Bull,
playing
Red Bull.
World of Warcraft, and just died there.
He died there?
He died in the cafe. He just like, at the end of it, he just like passed out and instantly died.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a terrible way to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's several cases of people dying. Like if I were him, I would be careful. I would get EMTs on standby.
He was doing what he loved.
Yeah, that's
Like
he was
I mean, you could die from this.
Yeah.
Like either
I know.
dehydration or.
Well,
3 days.
yeah,
3 days without water and you're dead.
Well, I mean, you could drink while playing video games, John.
Yeah, but if he's going straight, you can't like get up and get it.
Well, John, you put it by you. You know, he's not the fact
Well, yeah,
that
you
he
put
can't put the controller down, John. It's the fact that he's playing video games. He can put it down, go grab something, come back. It's the fact that he's staying up playing video games for
Oh, see, no, he's not hardcore like that guy in the internet cafe. He didn't even move from his seat at all during the thing.
He must have
Not
had
even for like restroom breaks or
a
anything.
numb bumhole.
Yeah.
Like, I think they said like he just came in one day, sat down, played until he died.
Yeah.
At least he had catering and could like have drinks and food delivered straight to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they said, but it's been a while since I read it, so my facts could be a little bit off on this. Just as like a warning, citation needed. I will put something in the description about that to give you like the full story if you want to check that out. Yeah, that's insane. You two, ZD and Chico, you guys didn't answer the question of how long do you think you could go playing video games?
I think I'd throw myself at the number probably at a day, but I honestly don't know if I could handle it. I mean,
Yeah, I know. The number day is really, really long. I mean,
Hey,
the number day.
One day is 24 hours.
I know, but he said the number day.
The number day. Chico?
The longest I've played straight, like no breaks or anything like that, I believe was only like 6 hours. And this is like straight no breaks, nothing at all. But I was playing DayZ, so it was kind of just like running. Hey, loot, okay, go, run. So yeah, 6 hours goes by pretty fast, and
Man, you guys made me feel like crap.
Yeah.
my number
the
was
thing with me
day.
is I wouldn't want to go that long. I would want to do something else with my time.
Maybe when we were
I like
younger.
video games.
When
but
you're
I wanted...
when you're 13, it's the middle of the summer. It's a hot day, nothing to do.
Go work
That's
out.
what I did.
The only exception
get
for me,
pumped at 13.
the only exception for me, Brad, the game, I'd play that for days on end, no breaks.
Yes.
No, I'm trying to get to hardcore mode. I'm trying, but I can't find the correct path to get there, and there's no walkthrough. So you gotta figure it out yourself.
I might play that.
See,
new
you should be
Homefront
proud
game.
of me. I'm not looking up a walkthrough.
I might play the new Homefront game for 2 days straight.
I might play the new
Because
Sprite.
it does promise open world guerrilla warfare.
Ooh,
That's
Ooh.
I forgot to mention that
Flutter,
earlier, so
flutter,
I wanted
flutter.
to have a segue.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anything else? Anything else on that, or any other quick topics you want to bring up? Chico.
A little tidbit of movie news. Has anybody here seen Blow?
No. Hey, that rhymed.
It's a movie called Blow. It's about drugs, not about blowing each other.
I think I've heard about it, but
I thought it was about the wind.
Nope. No. It's about this drug kingpin George Young, who is in jail now. Well, yesterday, the 2nd June 2014, he was released. So yeah,
Oh,
after 20 years. So,
good for him.
but yeah, the movie is really great. I would suggest it to anybody who's into like drug drama, I guess you would call it. Like it's in the lines of like Scarface. So
Oh.
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
it's definitely a good movie to watch. So yeah, that's all I got.
I've got something.
Yeah.
Look at my eyes, and look at my mustache, and it's a sad face.
He's right.
Or you
I'm the
could
one-
just frown.
I know.
I'm the one that made this point out, and I can't unsee it.
Yeah. See, mine doesn't work. I'm gonna get close to the camera. Mine's just like.
He's turning into Hulk Hogan as we speak.
I can't wait for that to happen. He's gonna go away for a while, and then like we're gonna meet at like a class reunion when we're like in our.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Brother. He got a shirt that says VD, electric letters. I've done a lot since high school. They bench presses the valedictorian through the table. Oh my god. I know who our valedictorian is. I won't say his name on here just so we don't like. So people don't like contact him. It's like, haha, you got bench press. Gorilla body flip through. Tail bot. Just imagine him going through because he's kind of small and skinny. So like you just.
Give
Our salutatorian would beat him up.
ZD a hug.
She would kill him.
Oh, she'd kill him.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
kill
she
him.
would.
Oh boy.
Strangle you with her ponytail. Great.
I saw that tongue lick.
Yeah, she's got the most epic ponytail. But I
What was
digress.
the what? Hold on, I want to understand why he just pointed out my tongue lick.
I saw it.
Yeah. Okay.
I
What
saw
were you
it.
trying to insinuate? Okay. All right. What's a great way to end this?
Alright. Okay. Anything else? Anything else before we go?
No. No.
Going once. Going twice. And we're
I
done.
can't wait to play bingo.
I have to. Oh, where'd mine go? It used to be on my desk.
You stole them.
No, these are mine.
Sure they are.
I thought you only bought one.
He went another time.
Oh, you went another. Oh, yeah. Why didn't you bring that one the second time?
I forgot it.
Classic ZD.
Yeah, we're a bunch of wild and crazy cats. We go playing bingo.
We could have won a lot of money.
It's not regular bingo though. It's.
I like how when we went that day, VD won the only prize of the day that wasn't like actual physical money.
Yeah.
He won bingo bucks.
He won bingo bucks, which could get him one more time to play bingo.
Not even. It was only like $15 worth,
Yeah.
and it cost like $20 to get in.
Mm.
Cosmic's
Buy in.
11.
Okay, well you would be covered for that.
Yeah.
It's so cheap.
Yeah.
No.
Cosmic sounds like it would take more work since there's like a bunch of like black
They
lights
turn
and
off the
electricity
lights and
bills
play music.
Oh yeah, because all the lights are off. The black lights take up less. But anyway, that ends Essential Nervous System podcast. I hope you learned something today. Maybe you learned a little too much. If you like what you saw here today, hit us up with a subscription so that we can like. When you click that subscribe button, it just fills us with joy. We all start crying. We like hug each other and just talk about our feelings in the office. So you can make that happen.
We have an
an
office.
office?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an office.
It's in our hearts. It's in our hearts, Chico.
The office in our
It's in
heart.
our hearts.
Gotcha.
And the key is a subscription. So turn the lock, click the button, and get caught up with our video. We have a bunch of gameplay videos as well. Thing I would like to recommend, Magica. Our Magica thing I think was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Whatever.
Solar
Also,
frickin'
Forget about
roadways.
Chico and whatever.
Hey, we didn't know you had it.
Oh yeah, Chico did an awesome video. You should check that out.
Yeah.
He played Stick It to the Man for the PS4.
Yeah.
And it was fun, and you can see his thumbnail. It's got a little cowboy hat on it. It's so great. Here it is on screen. And
Full size.
Tyler played jack shit.
Yeah.
And VD, good job.
I was
No,
a,
he was-
I was a part of
was
all
that
the
man.
playthroughs we've done.
Yeah, I know.
He's still better than Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam hasn't uploaded Fez yet. Because, people are dying for Fez to get uploaded.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, continue discussion in the comments below with a comment, but keep it on the level. We don't want any like shout matches. We want some intelligent discussion.
All one.
Talk about how. Yeah, all one of you talk about how much you love Papers, Please. Down below.
Yeah.
And you can like the video too. I mean, likes are yummy. I eat them up for breakfast.
I put them, with my bagels too. They're pretty nice.
I lather it all over.
I
a
put
Yeah.
them in the pot with my skinned bunnies.
Yeah. So, on that note, we're gonna end today. Tyler's gone. Tyler's gone. All right, we're done. We're done. See you later, everybody. So long.
See ya.
Bye.